Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. As you can see, Silver City is looking beautiful today. It's rather warm outside. That is Tucson. Oh. Today it's rather warm outside. All right. Seems like I popped on a little bit. I don't know what OBS is doing, but nevertheless, we are here right now live. Welcome to the show. I appreciate you. As I was saying, Silver City's looking beautiful, a little warm, but nice. Let's get on with the show, shall we? Hello, my name is Shane, and this is my art. In the heart of Silver City, New Mexico, where art comes to life. Discover the beauty of creativity with my stunning collection of prints. Here at Dalton Gallery, I believe art should be accessible to everyone. That's why I'm excited to introduce my exclusive collection, made here in America. With just a few taps on your phone, you can own a piece of art that speaks to you. Check us out at shanedaltongallery.com or click the banner below and take home some unique art today. Boom, and we're back. Welcome, everybody. I appreciate you. Where are my glasses? Oh, there they are. Today, we are going to be working on this, and we're going to try to finish this so I can take it to Tucson and get it scanned and start having prints of this. I really just want to finish it so I can frame it. I don't know how many prints I'm going to sell of this long painting, but you know. We'll just do what we can do. I know that it's a beautiful painting in its own right, and by itself, maybe someday someone will take it. So, let's finish it, shall we? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for subscriptions. Thanks for all of it, man. You guys are great. If it weren't for you, I don't know what I would do. All right, so which colors are we needing for this experience? We need a little black. We're gonna need a little blue. Oops, probably too much, but whatever. And some white. There we go. Glitter World, welcome to the show. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Okay, so we need to make sure not to make this too light, and of course not too dark. It's got to be just right. This gray is a good start. Let's figure it out. Nice. It's a good color. Boom, nice and close. It looks marvelous, darling. Just trying to give some highlights within the cloud. That's my own jingle. That's not McDonald's jingle at all. The most subtle of color. Very nice. I think we need to brighten it up a little bit. I hope you all are having a great end of the week. It's Thursday, so getting ready for the weekend, I hope. I certainly am. That's when I do all my business. Nice. I want some of this cloud to wisp away, you know? Beautiful. Sorry if I'm in the way right now. I kind of need to be there. Okay. Let's make it a little bit brighter over here. Mm-hmm.
Ania del Vecchio said, "Hello there."
Ania del Vecchio, welcome to the stream. How are you on this fine Thursday? Hopefully your day was beautiful. Kind of just filled that cloud up. Let's lower it down to, oh, you guys could see that cloud, I guess. Let me get the whole cloud in. I'm going to lower the camera a little bit. If we can put a final touch on these clouds, that means I get to take it to Tucson, Arizona next week. and get it photographed. I have this painting, new moon, clouds, and dragon painting. All need to get scanned so I can put those on the Shopify app. Thank you for joining me today, Annie. Aniel Del Vecchio. Alright, now we gotta find... I'm just looking for any sloppy area where I can fine-tune a little
Del
bit.
Vecchio said, I've seen better days, but you know I am alive. I can see you are on the wooden piece painting, right?
Yeah. Like I say, I just want to finish it up so I can get it out, and I want to frame it, really. I think the best option for this painting is to be framed. So once I get it back from the photographer, I will be able to frame it. So I'm trying to approach each painting as a finishing move. Finish him, you know? They're hard because even though one line dictates another line that I'm painting, sometimes I'll need to accommodate a certain weight or color. So the rules get thrown out of the window then. Well, I hope your weekend gets better, Aniel Del Vecchio. I hope you find joy and laughter this weekend. Let me clean the brush off a little bit.
Del Vecchio said, how about you, Shane?
Yeah. How about me? Everything's going pretty good. Thank you for asking. That was a tough one. Ooh, almost made a mistake.
Brooker0013 Gaming
Brooktown
said, yo Gothies.
How you doing, bud? Thanks for joining us today, Brooker. Oi, oi, oi. I hope I'm not in the way of the camera. I think I'm not, but this is what I did. Just going back and forth
Broker
here, trying to fix
0013
this.
Gaming said, I'm okay thanks.
Thanks, dude. Happy to hear that. Okay. So this cloud's a little bit messy. Whatever that means, right? It's messy. Just gotta clean it up. Probably just lighten it up. Let me slide this over and slide the camera over.
JR Sim Racing said, if you don't finish this painting I am going to drown my 2 goldfish.
Yeah, today should be the day. What's up, Junior? Junior. Let's save Junior's goldfish. That didn't show at all. That's a perfect color. How you doing, Junior?
JR Sim Racing said, on your head be it. Ania Del Vecchio said, poor fishes.
Oh, those fish get threatened all the time. They're not even worried anymore, those fish. They're like, yeah, whatever, boss. We breathe water. Yeah, that's the joke.
JR Sim Racing said, I wanted guppies anyway so it's a win-win Ania.
Yeah, this painting needs to be finished. Like I say, I'm traveling to Tucson next week, and I'm going to be bringing this to get photographed. So I really don't know how we're going to work out the prints on such a long 6-foot wide painting with 10 inches. You know, it's not normal. But let's give it a shot, shall we? Oof. Scurry.
JR Sim Racing said, "You know about that border closing, I presume it's always a hassle for you." Ania del Vecchio said, "I love fishes, maybe because they represent my star sign."
Nice. And in regards to the border crossings, like we're obviously, this country is led by some weird thing where, oh, if you guys keep acting up, we're gonna close the border. The rule as of
JR Sim
last
Racing
week was
said, "You're a
25,000
Pisces,
people
Pisces."
come over, and then they close the. It's like, dude, yeah, it's all a big hassle constantly. I don't know. I don't know what to do ever. The most normal thing in my life is this: painting. Welcome.
Ania del Vecchio said,
I'm not proud of
"Yep, I am the best relief
what we're
face."
doing. But it's not really closed. So, headlines versus reality. Now,
JR Sim Racing
could I be in Mexico and then them closing the border?
Virgos are good in bed.
That'd be a tough one. I'd fight to get back in. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, you can't keep me out, bro. Get me in there. Until they arrest me, and then, now I'm in there. So.
JR Sim Racing said, "Well, the painting looks great.
Thank you, sir.
Much better than your aim."
Thank you, sir. Nah, man. Yo, so I've been messing with 7 days, obviously, you noticed. And, look, hundreds of zombies for TC and
Ania del
myself.
Vecchio
And
said,
no 12 frames per
"As a
second.
Pisces, I am not interested in such stuff. We are two spiritual creatures."
I'm not sure if they fixed something in the game. But, bro. Pretty crazy. Not too much familiar with astrology, by the way. Talking about Pisces and stuff.
JR Sim Racing said, "I am waiting for the update to jump on or play the Fallout mod." Ania del Vecchio
Yeah, when the update comes, it'll be
said,
good.
"Shane, which star sign are you?"
I'll start up a thing. Scorpio, late Scorpio. October 26th is when I was born. That's the exact same day and the exact same time that the
JR
Earth was
Sim Racing
destroyed.
said,
But nobody knew that
"What's
the
the
Earth
name
was
of your
destroyed.
first pet?"
What, we talking pets now? See, we always had family dogs and family cats. I tried to name a cat once, and then we went through like 4 of them. We had a bad feline problem in town at that time, so people were losing animals. But I would say my pet that I took care of, that I met, that I said hello to first was Kenya. like the country, Kenya, or is Kenya a state? I don't know. I don't know how they do that stuff, man. I'm not. I think it's a country. Yes. It's really showing my ignorance. Come on.
JR Sim Racing said, as long as you have the North Star and the Big Dipper in the painting, you've nailed astrology.
Ooh.
JR Sim Racing said, it's a country, yes, it's part of the continent of Africa.
There it is. Thank you. Smart guy. Showing my ignorance. Live
JR
on
Sim
the
Racing
telly.
said,
Oh, I'm singing
the
again.
biggest
Sorry.
country within Africa is Sudan.
Mabi. So yeah, that's the name of my first friend that I took care of. Kenya. I've had cats show up at my doorstep and I was like, hey, what's your name? And then the cat was like, Raul. And I was like, oh, Raul, that's a cool name. You know, I've had those kind of animals show up and taking care of them, kind of just hungry.
JR Sim Racing said, there's slap some knowledge for you American yokels. We love you really and your food. Ania del Vecchio said, but Italy has the best in all the arts.
Yeah. Yeah. Possibly foods. Possibly wines. I mean, you and the French, you're going to have to battle for food and wine, but, I mean, come on. Y'all are good.
JR Sim Racing.
Freaking wineries out here
said,
shipping soil from
Italy
Italy.
has great art, but then so does Greece.
Greece for the arts. Yeah, people go there for the architecture. I guess that's art, yeah. They go there for, I don't know. I don't go anywhere. I'm the atypical dumb American. I'm that dude everyone hates. I'm that dude everyone hates. Oh, I'm singing again. I'll be quiet. But you know, if I'm singing, that means I'm on a good vibe here, and this is how it kind of just, you know, I'd be singing if I was by myself.
JR Sim Racing said, we just do beer here in the UK and it's not great. Ania del Vecchio said, we had best classical music composers, best visual artists of all times.
I mean, that was the key interest in me translating my commercial into Italian. Because the Italian arts, so big, so huge. Yeah. Such a long history. I thought that would be a good place. So if I get somebody here in town who speaks French, I will get a French version done. Because the arts are huge in France too. But a lot of those artists that they revere in France are Italian artists. So, what are you going to do? Sono l'italiano vero, cosa facciamo? Sorry. That's all I know. Okay.
JR Sim Racing
See how that
said,
it's just gonna keep drying.
I love Italian history, mainly
blending
Romans
in.
and war. Ania del Vecchio said, Shane, your style reminds me a lot of Van Gogh.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I've also noticed it. I think that I'm a calm version. And yeah, I've never seen a Van Gogh in person, but I'm sure it's fantastic. I'm sure they're excellent in all of that. In post, in edits, in I have collections of prints throughout my, you've seen all of them. And they're okay. It's just messy. I'm just all boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, cleaning it up. And again, I think that has something to do with the modern times where we are just in a hurry to see the next thing, we're always switching channel. It started with the remote control and now it's just TikTok's just swooping, swoop, swoop, swoop. So, this moment right here, this is for us and we're just chilling in it.
JR Sim Racing said, Vincent Shane Dabbs III. JR Sim Racing
Vincent Shane
said,
Dabbs the
how has
third.
Bearded adapted to 7 days and your problematic aim?
My
Ania del
problematic
Vecchio
aim, bro.
said, what's your fave one of his paintings?
Yeah, Mr. Junior. Oh, are you asking me what my favorite Van Gogh painting is? It's the one. I think it's called Diner. No, it's not called Diner. It's called like. It's a painting of an alleyway, and there's like tables outside, and there's people eating, and he would use the same. Like you will see a lot, like he used the same models, friends of his, whatever. And he would just put them in paintings and stuff like that, supposedly, whatever. So I like this painting because it shows a clear version of one of his characters. But it's a nighttime and it's just like in an alleyway and it's quaint, it's quiet, it's not so so much. His use of light is spectacular. Look, I've heard that I have a same quality, and thank goodness, where the light happens in my paintings and you're seeing it. It's there, it's purposeful, and it has direction, and it has everything you want. That's what I've heard. And so I'm appreciative of those words when I hear that my paintings are working because the light that I'm generating, blah, 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 whatever it is. So I find that one painting is very peculiar. I like, look, growing up, I liked making forts. I like doing things, you surround yourself in blankets or whatever, and so that painting has a warmness to it because there's buildings, there's firelight, candlelight, and people enjoying themselves. So I wish I knew the name. My apologies. I could look it up real quick if I needed to. But again, that's why I failed art history in college 4 times. One of my favorite books I own is from the art history class that I failed 4 times. You know how costly that is to fail a college course again and again and again? But I was just enthralled with
Sim Racing
the art. I
said,
loved it.
Never understood Van Gogh paintings. Da Vinci was cool.
I couldn't remember names of paintings, dates, all of that. It was too quick. It was too log this in. So I kept trying, thinking there was something wrong with me, I think. And then I realized, no. I was actually studying for architecture school at the time, University of Arizona, and I was working as a draftsman, which is in an architecture firm. And the guy I was working for talked me out of college. He's like, "Why are you going to college again?" I'm like, "Well, to study architecture." And he's like, "To do what?" And I was like, "So I can get a job." He's like you have? So I was right out of high school. I had barely graduated high school, but I had graduated with a drafting kind of knowledge. I was the super nerdy vice president of the drafting club in junior high, as a junior. And then as a senior in high school, the last year of high school, I was the president of the drafting club. So that kind of carried with me. So I got a job. And then realized I didn't need to go to college to do something I already had a job in. All I needed to do was do it well, spend time in it, and I could increase my portfolio into some studies, into some tests, into now I'm an architect. You know, it is that easy. We don't have to. Well, Michael Reeves, the YouTuber, he puts out a video once a year, and there's uber incredibly smart videos. This is a kid who didn't go to college, but what he did was, college courses are online. You can literally go to a college and 150 students, they're not going to recognize 151 students. You can go sit in on that. You're going to have to buy the books. If you want to pay attention, you're going to have to show up. So what did he do? He just studied Harvard classes online, programming classes. And that's smart, man. That's the youth taking it upon themselves. I like that. I like it. So I'm looking at this cloud. This is the punchy one I'm still working on, and got to punch up a little bit more. Boy, you get me talking about art, I just don't shut up, do I? I'm like, art. I'm just trying to find areas to accentuate. Yeah. Body. This painting's getting bodied. You know, someday I may go to Amsterdam.
Vecchio said,
Tour.
Okay, don't worry.
Italy
I'll
and
go
tour.
and look for it on my own. The most important thing is to keep him alive through your own style.
Well, that's interesting. That's a very interesting point. I think all artists are trying to find their own unique take. I think practice makes permanent situation. It's good to educate yourself about the arts, and it's kind of like learning music for me anyway. I learned the theme song for King of the Hill, and then I was able to put those notes into other patterns and make my own little riffs out of it, you know? So it's kind of like that in art, maybe, that you would study an artist and you would try to copy said artist just to create that muscle control and then work your way into your own movement of how you paint, you know? But I really think artists kind of, well, those who paint may stay away from, or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me and how I think about art, where I'm trying to stay away from all the greats. I'm trying to, you can be reminded of the great. It's hard to create new songs with 12 notes, yeah? But you get all the majors and minors and everything in between, blend them up differently with different timing signatures, it's all a new song. And sometimes you're hearing a song and you're like, oh, wait, that's... but then they shake you out of it by, putting their words in or whatever it is. So I think it's the same way with art. Maybe not. For me, though, I am trying to create something that is specific to me. I think I have, and now I'm just elaborating on it, just putting out more work, as artists need to do. But I thank you. And I appreciate your interests in art and what you think art is. I'm not going to diminish any of that. It's very important for each of us to have these thoughts.
Ania del Vecchio said, let me tell you a secret, music is harder than visual arts.
Flow states, What are we even talking about? Yeah. To study something, to get your muscles to do something, that's step one, yeah? So you've studied it, you kind of understand the instrument, whether it's a paintbrush, whether it's could be a computer, could be a guitar, keyboard, saxophone, all of it. So you work your way through it, and then hopefully there's something inside of you that just loves the vibrations of the tones that you're producing, or the palette you're displaying, and then these tones vibrate out of you easily. Now, I'm not saying that the study of this work is not difficult, time-consuming, and boring, and all of that. But I would hope, deep down inside, when I show up at this painting, that it comes out of me, that I'm enjoying it with you guys. It took me years to enjoy my own guitar playing. Years. I'll be like 5-7 minutes
Brooker
in, like, yeah, this is the jam, and then
said, I think it depends on the individual. I can play music but can't paint.
This is interesting down here. And yeah, I would say it always individual, obviously. That's without saying. But these rules that they set upon you, like, okay, this is 4/4, and now I want you to do that for 8 hours, whatever it is, and then we're gonna switch into 2/4 and 4/4 and 3/4, and then now you got to think about this whole different thing where it's now I'm playing with somebody or I'm playing somebody's music. I have to study it. I have to feel it. I have to be a part of it. I guess this free flow state. This is what I'm talking about when this is happening. There's nothing going on right now. This is literally painting line after line after line. It's not like even like I'm trying to do something. I guess at this moment I'm trying to keep the cloud darker over here and brighter over here, but just short of that, it's not a real structured. It's not like somebody got up in front of me and says, okay. And they tap their little thing and they put their wands up. I used to be in band. And then you're like, okay, and you put your instrument up, and then, that's a structure and difficulty and paying attention, all the while loosening up and feeling it. Oh, yeah. So, what I'm worried about right now still is this spot right here on this cloud. We're really almost done. We're going to get to the signature here today, so I'm excited. All right, give me 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 seconds. I'll be right back. Almost back. Hello, my name is Shane, and this is my art. In the heart of Silver City, New Mexico, where art comes to life. Discover the beauty of creativity with my stunning collection of prints. Here at Dalton Gallery, I believe art should be accessible to everyone. That's why I'm excited to introduce my exclusive collection, made here in America. With just a few taps on your phone, you can own a piece of art that speaks to you. Check us out at shanedaltongallery.com or click the banner below and take home some unique art today. Hello, my name is Shane, and this is my art. That's me, everybody. right, love. Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. Let's get a little blue in here. Come on in, people. Don't be scared. I ain't gonna bite you. So right now I'm just trying to lighten up slowly so it, clouds are full of water. Water is reflective. So when a spot of light shall hit this part, not fart, it will glow the inside of it. And clouds look majestical. Interesting. I like it. I like this little this gray. It's a beautiful, perfect gray. Well, I think that's beautiful. I thank you very much for being here and hanging with me today. It's hard because I lose the spot, Okay, so this cloud lit up here has a lot of blue in it. Obviously, peach is up here. What I'm trying to do right now is just blend in right in this little belly of the cloud, and we want a little path of light to just work its way through there. we do those little tiny lines, the more it just blends a nice light. It's such a good angle, isn't it? Like, you get to see the bottom of the cloud here. Obviously, the bottom's up there. But then the cloud gets centered, and then you start to see the top of the cloud, and then it's gone because it's the end of the painting, yeah? We have some top of clouds on the right side, which are very prominent, and kind of, this painting wraps around you in a way. It's, again, as a painter, we're here just to create the illusion. So I'm trying to create bottom. So worm's eye view, normal, bird's eye, crossing over. If we cross all the way over here to this side, we get to see that we're almost standing on top of the clouds over here. So it kind of wraps around you and under you. That's the idea. Can we get it right? That's a dirty brush. Let me clean my brush.
Del Vecchio said, in the next canvas you paint I want to see bright colors, meaning zero black.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, I mean that's the one I've been working on straight, and the only reason I'm not working on it is because I'm trying to figure it out, and in doing that I can kind of finish these older paintings. But yes, it's, you know, dune colors, New Mexican sunset colors. But certainly I'd like to work out something to where maybe bring some surrealness into it. I don't know yet. I was thinking of taking a trip to the Gila Cliff dwellings. We have this native tribe who was living here, and they built into the rock walls, houses, and the whole deal. You could look it up on Google, Gila, Gila, so Gila, Cliff dwellings. So I was thinking about taking my cameras, taking my canvas, going out. It's a couple-hour drive, driving out there, setting up, doing a painting, plein air style at the moment, and then bringing it back and then focusing on all the lines. So basically what we would be doing is blocking it out in nature. So should I do that? Because that's what I was thinking of doing to my next painting. I have an empty canvas sitting right over there. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be too many more black style paintings in my future, in my near future anyway. I feel pretty positive, and just realizing that the more you run out of time, the more positivity you want to have. was a young man, I thought I had all the time in the world. I wanted to clean that up, and I think I made it messier. Yay! So, this is nice. We got the valley here. The Valley of Light. Oh.
Ania del Vecchio said, well, a Scorpio usually wanders in the desert, but the star sign is a water one, but Pisces are better.
Yeah, I've done some wandering in the desert, I tell you what. Hit every trail in Tucson.
Boomer Lee said, like your style.
Boomer League, welcome. How you doing today? I like your style.
Ania del Vecchio said, Scorpio is dangerous, just stating a fact.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Brooker0013 Gaming said, I'm off. Catch you later, hand purple blue piece.
Brooktown, have a good night, buddy. Cheers to you. I'll be streaming some of that zombie game later. But it'll be morning for you all. Just trying to give these clouds a little bit of zzz without having to be pure yet. I don't want to bring white to the table yet. Trying to give this, see, that's beautiful right there. I think I'm going to need to stretch this out. Just might have to cover up what I just did, but we'll see. We'll let it dry. Let us see how it feels. Ooh.
Ania del Vecchio said, I'm preparing to bury myself into bed, but I stay watching you some more.
Well, I certainly appreciate it. Thank you. Off to slumber you may slip, I guess, and sweet dreams. Yeah, we're gonna bring just white into this very soon. But this is all light gray at best. See, this thing is pushing towards us. That is beautiful. That's what we want there. Oof. Oofda. All right, so that cloud I'm going to leave alone now. I think what we can do is highlight it. So, where we at now, dog? Let's bring in a little bit of this color over here because it's a nice gray. And then, when you stare at the painting, your eyes will give you something to make you feel, whether it's warm or scared or oh, the end of the world's coming, whatever people paint and portray as art. So I guess what I'm trying to suggest for you guys is to have this calm movement of time, light, all of it, all of it. DJ Blatman is coming out with a new single today, I guess. Russian trance, boom, 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 boom. I like them. I think it's fun. Sloppy, drunken Russians, high on some kind of amphetamines, whilst drinking. Just dancing around, making music. I mean, come on. the world's falling apart, and yet that is happening. So we have we have room around here. There's cool things still can happen. DJ Bliatman. It's beautiful. So the peach and the gray, there's no peach in this right now. Zero. It's blue, white, and black. And yet, just next to the peach and next to the blues and next to, I mean, it's just, gosh, it looks beautiful. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? I am excited. This is just making me happy on the inside. Beautiful, beautiful. Everything about it. Every stroke. Absolutely marvelous, darling. And I'm trying to put it in the right spot, you know. Whatever that means.
Ania del Vecchio said, I am glad you are happy.
Yeah, me too. I have, the feeling of joy is a beautiful, wonderful thing. I love feeling it. And as an artist, I'm lucky that when I do have these moments, that it is something of joy, even of a pure joy. I don't even know how to put it. It's like, look what I did, you just want to go home and share it with everybody. And we live. So instead of getting tattoos to, hey, look at me, everybody, I just go live on the internet and I'm like, hey, look at me, everybody. I got no tattoos. Jump.
Ania del Vecchio said, I don't like them.
Just a little white, a little there, a little there, some up over here.
Ania del Vecchio said, I mean our bodies should remain clear. A body is not a canvas.
Oh, right. Yeah, tattoos. Yeah, first. Yeah, it's yeah. We're fine. We don't need to accentuate anything with something else. But all the power to you if you got them. I'm not gonna. But I am with you, Ania Del Vecchio. It's distracting. And these silly girls out here, man, that's the thing. So, you attach something to a tattoo, like say an ex-boyfriend or a boyfriend at the time, and then you just keep running into this equation where you're like, oh, what's this tattoo? And then nobody wants to talk about the tattoo because it's all this weirdness that happened in their life, and it's just like I'm so done with that conversation. I was done with that conversation 20 years ago, but I was so just whatever, let's talk about something else, I guess. And then so then it became like, oh, I don't even want to. I see a problem happening again and again and again, and if I keep doing it, then it's my problem. So I just stepped away from those kind of young ladies who would have that going on. We all got stuff going on, but tattoos really doesn't help. Doesn't and nothing looks better really. Halloween night, 1997 or 98. So back then, face tattoos weren't really a thing. There was a guy in Tucson, Arizona. His name was Scary Guy, and he had a car, a Scary Guy license plate, and he had a tattoo business, Scary Guy Tattoo. I don't know what his tattoo place. I think it was called Scary Guy. I don't know, but me with a head full of mushrooms, 1997, Halloween night. People are all dressed up. I'm at a house party out in the middle of the desert, Tucson, Arizona, and this man is like, boom. He's huge too. He probably weighs a good 280. And he's just this huge, thick dude, scary guy. He's scary. And then we got a head full of mushrooms. You're like, oh, man. And so what I did was I immediately, first thing I said to him was like, man, your costume is crazy. And he was the only one there who wasn't wearing a costume. But nevertheless, he understood. Shit was crazy, right? Come on. But now, thanks to him and other people like him, face tattoos are pretty prevalent. I mean, I was sporting dreadlocks down to my butt back then. So there was 3 people in Tucson with dreadlocks. I was one of them. Really, there was only 2 full-time residents there with dreadlocks, me and Denny. And I would be confused with Denny all the time, and he probably would be confused with me. Okay, I made up the last part. He probably wasn't confused by me. I wasn't like, doing anything, so I was just some weird dude with dreadlocks painting people's houses. Fun time though. Oh, do you see that? Do you see the beauty that it's happening right now? Right here, right there. I mean, we're looking at fantastic.
Ania del Vecchio, said, I wonder how many details you would tell us about your dangerous Scorpio life.
All of them. I really would love to. I think about it often, and I think about like I have such an illustrious, crazy, just experience, as we all do, and somehow some of us decide to document those experiences, and it becomes a story if they're a good storyteller, or it becomes a poem, or if it's a story of somebody else, whatever. So yeah, I mean, from my earliest memories to first time doing hallucinogens, then keeping hallucinogens in my life for year after year after year after year, and just kind of growing with that as part of my brain creation. I love it. The loves, the life. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out a way to structure these painting videos so they get... Look, I enjoy this. This is what this is all about, this moment right now. I enjoy this more than anything. But I would like to produce videos, painting videos, so that people who aren't interested in this moment right now, chilling, can watch something happen. So right now I'm kind of on the verge of moving my editing scheme. Like, I took weeks off of video gaming because I was trying to just figure out, like, what's happening here, what makes me happy, how much time do I have in the day, and working it all out. So it's all part of it, that's what I'm saying. I'd like to, really produce some videos so people can share, you just see it. This isn't seen by a lot of people, and I don't mind that either. I can't deal with a lot of people right now. I'm trying to find the area to paint here. Here we go. I think I found a good spot. See, the interesting thing is I have to let it kind of dry and just get calm before I do the next thing. Just trying to create proper pockets.
Ania del Vecchio, said, you know Franz Liszt, a composer and piano virtuoso from Romantic era, was a Scorpio like you.
Franz Liszt. I've heard of that name. What, Liszt. I'm just picking the tip, just the top of the cloud, just grazing it. Light moves in one direction, that is in a straight line. Okay, that is, there's no such thing as a straight line, but it, it's going. I know words. Let's back it up a little bit and take a gander at what we've done today. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Now let's just look at it. Let's see what we got. Wow. Okay. So immediately, I like the I like the face here. We have a face of the cloud down here. I'm missing something here, so I got to fix this and this. Not bad. This middle cloud is looking just peachy. I love it. This one's a little bit messy, but I think once we bring a little bit of the whiter color into it, and I'll clean up some of the mistakes with the white, we'll be good there. Oh man, though, isn't that something? I really wish you guys could see what I see. You get to see kind of, but it's so mysterious, this painting. I guess the new moon clouds is more mysterious. You could barely see the painting, but once you get close to the painting, you're like, wait a minute, what? You know. Shock value. Shock value. Made up some new cards today. I've been handing these out. Pretty cool. I showed you guys all these last week. Yeah. Oh. I should what I need to do is sign up for my email if you haven't signed up already. For one, I'm giving away a print to at least one of y'all. It'll be random because I have favorites. So I'll make it fair. And or I'll just send out a bunch because I have favorites. You guys are great. So yeah, sign up for my email on that one, and we'll get you a full-size print. It won't be just one of these little ones, but it'll be something legit. I think everyone deserves something in their life, even if it's a postcard of the painting. How cool is that? Anyway, I'm silly with it. I made up some prints today. Pieces that weren't done before. Look at that little black and white. It's like, it's weird, isn't it? That's weird. I know, weird. This one's cool. People like this real line stuff. Like lady earlier picked. She went through, because I lay them all out. Like, you get to pick your own painting. She was really happy with that one. So, I want to finish this painting. Now, let's finish this painting. That means we're going to have a granola bar. Gather a little bit of that granola energy. Drink some water. Because life. Cheers to you all. Clink. Ah, wonderful. Look at this wild one. This is a Bob Ross with a painting over it. My printer went nuts. That's funny to me. Okay, granola bar. Give me a second. Be right back. Man, why do they gotta wrap all food in plastic? It seems counterproductive to this beautiful planet we live on. You know? Should have eaten it faster. I don't know. So I kind of like this little town of mine. We have a little food cooperative, local grocery store. So I could literally walk there, grab some fresh vegetables that were locally produced, and they just give them to me in a box, and I walk home with fresh vegetables. I can go across the street to the bread place and get some bread. It reminds me of what it once was like, maybe. Or maybe what it's like in faraway lands. Because you don't get that much of that around here in this country, but I live out here on the side of the country where minimal people live. Everyone lives on the East Coast, you know. Let's fix these mistakes here, like I said earlier. Just a little bit. Oh. Wow. Okay, so this cloud, I put too many exact size lines, so that's no good. Let's fix that. That's better. Just gotta wait it out. There, that's a difficult part of it, English. You gotta wait it out. Now, you can wait it out. Tick tock, tick tock. You can wait it out, you know, like knee deep in some water.
Ania del Vecchio said, I hate cooking, I have no patience with that, and most of all I come home late, so I have no time at all.
Aww. Yeah. That's a real thing. I spend like what do I eat in my day? As of, past month, it's like been pretty good. Apples, bananas, oranges in the morning, so a piece of sourdough toast. So just have some fruit, some piece of toast, some coffee. And through the day it starts to get, I'll throw down a cheeseburger, I don't care. Or if I gotta cook, like last night, as soon as I got off work last night, 5 p.m. happens here. I close up shop. I walk back into the back. I start up the garlic, the onions, cook up some meat, making some spaghetti sauce. So I make up my own spaghetti sauce, and then I cook that in there for like a short time, like an hour. I try to cook it all together, and make it taste good or whatever. And then some asparagus, some noodles, boom, boom, boom. I'm eating, right? Finished eating, into Rocket League right away. Playing Rocket League with Anthony. Boom, boom, boom. Throw down a couple games. Pretty fun. And then boom, transition into 7 Days to Die. So I got to really work out editing times, because in the morning I can edit, and I'm supposed to be able to edit out here, but the editing program never works out here, and that would really change my game if I was able to edit out here, because I could sit out here during my day and freaking edit, man. But instead I edit in the morning, in the back, where I game at night. So that's been going on. I haven't been streaming my games because I was just kind of like, it takes energy, and I don't want to expend that much energy. At least I haven't been able to want to. Recently, yeah, last night I did. It was a lot of fun. Tonight I'm gonna. It should be fun. I'm wasting time right now, by the way, people. That happens a lot in art. I don't know if you know this, but if you're an artist, you do. You're doing something and you just you're like, ooh, what's that bug? I'm just trying to, every once in a while I glance at the painting with fresh eyes, so I'm staring away from the painting a lot, so that when I look at it, a part will, boom, like right there. I know I got to fix that. So,
Ania del Vecchio said,
training.
You have more spare time to cook than me, avoid gaming and take your time to cook a better meal for yourself. Travis said, what's up, Knucklefuds?
What up, T-Dog? Travis is in the house. And yes, Ania del Vecchio, you got a valid point. But, I mean, now, okay, so now after cooking, you have to eat and clean and prep for the next. It's this constant thing. Someday, I'll hire a chef. I'll get back to the good life, yo, because I don't have time. As a matter of fact, the Guggenheims will hire me as chef because I don't have time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hire me as chef. That's a waste of money. What are we doing? But if they want to see some paintings get done, they're going to have to accommodate all my lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? Can we bring that back with artists?
Ania del Vecchio said, I hire my mom.
Nice. BC, that's awesome. That would be great. You got the best person caring for your meals. Boom. We're almost to a signature on this painting, folks. We're getting close. I used to run this smoke shop, space smoke shop, and I 16 hours a day, literally of work, every day. Other things the only reason why I did that was because of other things, but I was doing that. And then I realized then, I was like, ooh, I am just eating out. That's all I can do. Because I chose to go to work that long. But I own the business and I had to get stuff done. So I definitely understand, and luckily
Ania del Vecchio
that is available.
said, well, she comes at times. She lives in a different town.
Nice. So let me know a little bit about you, if you will. Is that something you did? You like when you were out of university, did you go and say, I'm going to go live over here? Or is this something they did in retirement? Or here in America, we tend to get out as soon as possible, and go screw things up on our own. Whereas I would think, in my understanding of the whole world is that it's not like that, but I don't know. So I'm asking. Whilst I paint.
Ania del Vecchio said, I wanted to live in Stockholm.
Really? Stockholm. Industry or just because it's cool place? Is that like the cool place? Is that like Austin, Texas? I don't know. I don't know much. I know point 0.000.1% of anything. So let's go. What's up with Stockholm? That's where all the parties are.
Ania del
DJs.
Vecchio said, I was there almost 40 days. I was in love with a Swedish guy.
Yeah, there it is. That'll get you to move somewhere.
Ania del Vecchio said, but he broke my heart.
You're lucky to have it. Just trying to lay down the cloud here.
Ania del Vecchio said, so I came back in my country where I live and work, nothing ever happened.
Well, it's nice that you went out into the world and found love and got crushed. Strength happens through that somehow. Somehow, don't ask. I wouldn't even know. Part of us stays broken. But this is the benefit of touring around and seeing the world, yeah? I never really understood, like, I get the infatuation of, like, yeah, my coworker and all that jazz. But to find your true love at work, in your town, I'm like, I bet you never been to Poland. And I always bring up Poland because my friend went to Poland and he took this picture of this beautiful woman who was cleaning this glass way up high on this crazy castle-looking building. And I fell in love with her through a photograph. And then I was like, oh, there's so many people. So for that matter, the opportunity's still there for you. A beautiful opportunity of living, loving, laughing, and being happy. And I hope it's with you right now. That's the song I gotta learn that song. That was
Ania del Vecchio
third grade teacher, Mrs.
said,
Cook.
A shattered dream that still lives inside me. My mom
Yeah.
comes from Krakow, Poland.
Huh. Well, as I said in my 20s when I saw that picture, you got some of the most beautiful women over there I have ever seen. I was like, what's with all those Polish jokes I've heard about? And, you know, it just doesn't stand. It's just ignorance spewing out of our mouths. When humanity is so freaking wonderful and expansive, and we're all so similar, and someday we'll see it. Someday we may stop listening to the leaders. Someday. Not now, though. I still like my video games. I still like electricity. So can we just keep it going? Let's keep this crazy train going a little longer, okay? Okay? No revolts. No major tomfoolery, unless it's necessary, and then I'm backing you 1,000%. I'm just having too much fun, is all I'm saying. I'm having too much fun.
Annie Adele Vecchio
Life has been easy for me.
said, "My mom is my angel, I love her with all of me, now God is jealous."
Ah, that's beautiful. I understand. Don't make me cry. I wouldn't be doing this without my mom, neither. I don't cry. What? See? That's a problem of being a dude. Let's not show those emotions, shall we? Let's stay strong so people respect you and you get a mate. Dang, that's nice. See what I did here? I just laid a big ridge up here on top. Kind of went boop, doop, 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 doop. It just blended. That's what we want. We don't want these sharp angles, which we like sharp angles. They're determining factors, but we want that soft cell. You know what I'm saying? It's funny now. I want to finish this painting, and it's everywhere I look, I'm like, oh, not done there, not done there. You better hurry up. Anyway, thank you all for joining me today. I hope you've really have been having some fun today, listening to me talk, listening to Annie Del Vecchio talk about Italy. You know, we're living the dream here right now, people. How do we turn this into money? Oh, yeah. Feel free to check out that QR code right there. There's a link in the description. You can see all my prints. Hey, that's how it goes. I'm a salesman. I'm a salesman. had to look up your name. Of or belonging to the old one. The Delvecchios. I like that. I knew it reminded me of something, but I grew up watching Laverne and Shirley, a TV show from the 70s and 80s. And her name was Laverne DeFazio. I don't know what that means. That's probably doesn't mean anything. Or it means something. But that's cool. One day a long time ago, they were like, who's that person? And then they were like, that's that Delvecchio. He's of the old one. And they were like, yeah, the Delvecchio's up on the hill. Or down in the valley, wherever the Delvecchios roamed. I like names, obviously. Close. We're so close. I'm really only finding a couple
Ania Del Vecchio
spots.
Said, my official name is Anna. Ania is how my Polish grandparents used to call me when I visited them in my mom's city.
Oh, that's cool. Huh. Very nice, Gypsy. That's very cool. Very nice. A little bit there. A little bit there. And then right in here, I need to cover this up a little bit. Gonna make some angles of the dangles. New boot goofing, you know? Lieutenant Dangle. Okay. Now, what I have to do before I sign this beast is look away. So we have to take a 3-minute break. Once again, my apologies. We'll come back. If everything looks appropriate, we will do the signature and end the stream then. But if it needs a little bit of help, which it needs a little bit of help right here, right now. Momentous occasion. All right, give me a couple minutes, okay? Hello, my name is Shane, and this is my art. In the heart of Silver City, New Mexico, where art comes to life. Discover the beauty of creativity with my stunning collection of prints. Here at Dalton Gallery, I believe art should be accessible to everyone. That's why I'm excited to introduce my exclusive collection, made here in America. With just a few taps on your phone, you can own a piece of art that speaks to you. Check us out at shanedaltongallery.com or click the banner below and take home some unique art today.
All right. I do not see any problems other than the natural wood imperfections. It seems to have even an area for me to sign it. Lucky me. Anyways, we did it, folks. I'm going to make a nice dark blue to sign my name on. One sec. Just going to hold this in place, and I'm going to sign this painting. I want to thank you all for being here with me. We'll be able to edit this video up pretty quickly because it hasn't taken too long to make this painting, so yay to that.
Ania del Vecchio said, "Are you going to put your signature on a cloud?"
Okay, that'll work because I'm cutting off right there. And that seems to be it, folks. We did and finished this painting. This painting is going to go from a cool painting into a remarkable territory, and that is when I frame it. I will film myself framing this painting. I will do what I can to show you the process it takes to build a frame for this thing and complete it. So thank you all very much. I'm coming down to where you are. Thank you all very much for being here once again. Ania, enjoy your evening. Anybody else? Also, enjoy your evenings, your days, your mornings. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on the next one, shall we? That'll be Saturday too, by the way.
Ania del Vecchio said, "Thanks for the art, bye." Me said, "Have a good night, see ya all Saturday."